So are your plans to come up with like your own kind of brand?
Maybe in the future. Like I've had experience with working with brands and stuff, and like working under my brother, who had a brand, well has a brand, but he's like more so shifting into other lanes, but still sticking to what he does. So it's like more so now I want to learn the ins and outs, like how much it really takes to put in on a brand and not just creating something from scratch and thinking it's going to like pop instantly. You know what I mean? But that would be something I'm interested in. But it would have to be right place, right time, and my prints would have to be like fire. So
Yeah, I know we had one of the guys we had on our podcast. We had talked about like because he's a more well-known YouTuber and everything, so he's kind of come up with his own merch, and he said like the amount of time he spent trying to like perfect his merch is crazy. Because like you said, like the perfect time and everything, like when you're gonna drop everything, when you think your brand's actually at the spot where you are confident, you really like all this stuff.
Yeah.
It takes a lot to put into all that type of stuff. I mean, with kind of the stuff that we did is, I mean, we have like our Halloween stuff, we have our Christmas stuff, everything like that. And I felt like we kind of went a little faster with like coming up with the logos and stuff. And it took us a lot shorter of time. And we liked, I think it was like the first like 3 times we did it, we really liked the logos right off the bat. We're kind of slowly transitioning into making stuff and like gonna start selling it at some point, but it does take a lot to be able to like print everything and get it out there. I did like the headbands last semester, and obviously like those went good. We had a lot of people buy those, and I really liked those, but it was just like a, not basic, but it was pretty much basic. It's just a headband with the logo.
Just to get off the ground, just like a test run.
I mean, I kind of just treated that as that. I mean, all my teammates, a lot of them bought it, and they use headbands all the time, so it was kind of a good thing. And I like wearing a headband, so it helped with me being able to push the brand a little bit more. Because, I mean, having OTP, nobody really knows what that is, and then you wear it out in public or something, someone's like, oh, like, what is that? You kind of can just explain that it's like your own brand, and then it kind of creates awareness to everyone else around you. So that's kind of was my thinking by making those is, well, my teammates are going to wear them, people are going to see it, I can post it everywhere, everything like that. So just like you said, getting off the ground was the hardest thing. And it's just like with everything, like especially starting the podcast, like once we started getting rolling, then it became so much easier. Everyone's becoming more aware, especially recently. Like we've had a lot more success with everything. So, but it just took that like little bit just to get up and like actually do it.
Yeah.
And now like you can see the finished product of everything.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's like another cliche quote. Rome wasn't built in a day. So it's like, you know, as much as we like hone a lot of time into our crafts and think like, okay, this is going to blow up as soon as it comes out. It doesn't always necessarily work that way, but you know, it's all about consistency and wanting to be better. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I think we had talked about this last time, but what are your goals like going forward now? Like, have you kind of added on? Is it the same type of stuff?
I feel like my goals now are more oriented in helping the future, like helping people that are under me and people who I can see are going down the same path that I went down. Where it's like, you know, I run into people and I run into kids that are trying to pursue something or like pursue sports or just have ideas of what they want to do, and I tell them to go for it because it's like, you know, I was one of them people that really I didn't know that I was going to be me. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know I was going to be the person that's here in front of the camera today. Like I kind of just, you know, did baby steps, like 1% every day, just adding to whatever I felt like I needed to add to that day, and it's got me here. So it's like, you know, if I just keep doing that, then I'll be able to teach more people how to do that. Like I always say, you know, like you have to teach people how to you have to teach people how to fish more. You know what I'm saying? It's like You can lead a man to water, but you can't make him like fish or whatever. But you have to teach people how to fish more. Like instead of you doing it for them, they have to learn how to do it themselves, put their own twist on it, and live their life and make their goals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, you gonna start getting in front of the camera more often now?
Yes, it's in the works. Like I've been thinking about it. It's just like I said, same thing with merch. Just getting things together. You know what I'm saying? 2026 gonna be a pretty big year. Even like later this year is gonna be a pretty big year. But just getting myself more out there and not being afraid not being afraid of failure, but not being afraid to be the person that's in front of the camera. Because I feel like I've fallen in love with being behind the camera and people knowing me for just me being me and not being the person that like everybody knows. But now I'm understanding that, okay, if I have to step up to the plate, I'll step up to the plate and create content that is worth watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it's definitely, it's almost scary at the beginning when you start posting it, because depending on like the type of person you are, you kind of are like, you feel a lot of pressure, like you want to make that content that everyone enjoys. And at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what other people think about it. Like, as long as you like what you're putting out, you're putting all that time and effort into it. If it does good, great. If it doesn't, just like tweak some things, like continue to do it, because the best thing is going to be consistency and like putting things out. And I see you're posting a lot on TikTok with all your music and stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing that's coming up. I'm fine. Look, since last time, I'm finally dropping my first tape, guys. The Food Critic is coming out in November, so I'm just getting that together, as well as like creating more music. I basically am about to be like 3 mixtapes in the whole, so it's just like I've made that much music over time that it's like, okay, I can sit on it and just release one by one. But I had a conversation with my brother, and he just told me, like, don't be afraid to put out the stuff that you wanted to scrap, because it's like, you know, you have to start somewhere. So I feel like, you know, the Food Critic is what I made while I was here, and it was like, okay, this is my transition into taking music a little bit more seriously, but at the same time, I have to have a start point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of crazy how it works, but usually the stuff that you don't think is gonna like do good when you put it out is usually the stuff that skyrockets up.
Hopefully, man. That's what I'm hoping. But I know, like, I feel like the people who listen to my music and they understand the messages that I'm trying to preach, they'll like the project. It's like I said, a starting place. But I know that I'll just keep getting better with time. You know what I mean?
I mean, from what I heard on TikTok, I enjoyed it. Like, you'll send me those videos, like that's some good music right there.
I try, man. I feel like people have their own opinions on music, so I don't really care about what other people think about my music, because it's like 9 times out of 10, we all listen to music the same way. Like, we hear it through videos and hear it on TikTok, and you know, me, I don't want to be like a TikTok artist or like somebody that is following a certain style. It's like I just have to make music that is true to me and stuff that I'm like, you know what, if I had to put out all of my songs today, would I be okay with it? And I feel like, yeah.
Yeah, that's an important thing. So do you think, like, does writing music come easy to you?
Somewhat. It's like half and half. Like, I feel like writing music just kind of depends on the day, depends on my thought pattern of the day, and depends on the beat that I hear. Because it's like some people, they go into the studio with no game plan. Like, they go into the studio and they just think like, oh yeah, I'll be able to come up with a hook and some bars. And it's like, nah, like sometimes you have to think about it structurally, where it's like, okay, I have this amount of time, how many songs or how much work can I get done in this amount of time? So, and I feel like most of the people who are like engineers that I go to or people who I book studio time with, they can tell you that I'm a very professional artist. Like, I'm not a professional artist, but like how I move is very professional. Like, I'm not like a lollygag. Like, nah, when I go to the studio, I got the vision in my head of what I wanted to sound like and what I want to say, and I just do it.
Mm-hmm. So when you go into the studio, do you have pre-written stuff that you want, or do you kind of just freestyle it?
I have stuff that I write, so it's like it depends. Because sometimes if I have a session coming up, I might have like a song I already wrote.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have a song like I'm in the middle of writing, and then I might just write a song that day. Like if I book the session, I might just start a whole new song that day, just to have something to go in and just like, okay, this is how I was feeling and getting it out there.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time when I go to the studio, I have stuff already written down. Like I probably have at least like 15 songs on my phone that I haven't even went to the studio and I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. It's like most of the time I think about stuff that I'm like, I hear the beat and I'm like, okay, this would be a nice little studio session.
Mm-hmm.
And I go in and I collectively do the beats where it's like, okay, all these beats cohesively go with each other for that session of the day of how I'm feeling,
Mm-hmm.
or like what my motive is like going into the session.
Yeah, I mean, I wish music was something I would get into, but I enjoy listening to music. I enjoy seeing like my friends and stuff kind of put their own stuff out there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just something I've never been able to get into. Just 'cause I feel like it's so difficult to understand, and I've never really had like the passion of like making my own music. Like it sounds cool. It sounds cool to make your own stuff and then like listen back to it, but I don't think I have the creative talent to like write a song or anything like that.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Like, I want to challenge myself to write a song for somebody, like just to try it. But I never thought that I would be a rapper. Like, I tried writing like one time when I was in high school, and I thought it was so trash, and I was like, you know what, I'm never going to try this again. Then when I got here, I met somebody who like we just instantly clicked, and he kind of just pushed me to, you know, write and get in the studio and learn other aspects of it besides just getting in the studio, typing down words and saying them through the mic.
Yeah, it's all about who you meet at the end of the day. Like that person you don't think you're gonna have like a connection with or like that much impact in your life is usually the people that really will impact like what path you go down and everything like that.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of the engineers and people like producers that I meet, they're like the big people that push me to keep trying to keep getting better. Even though I feel like I'm pretty good right now, I feel like there's always room for improvement. Like nobody really knows that I even rap. Like most people see me as just like a digital entity, which is where I want to like be overall. Is just like I'm a digital entity, but getting into the artist space is hard because there's always going to be somebody that's been doing it before you, and there's always going to be somebody that's doing it after you. So if you can explain your side of okay, this is why I do it, then you know you'll be able to fit in. But there's definitely people who you know they rap and you hear their music and you're just like, hey buddy, you need to hang it up, switch careers. Like no offense, but it's just like, hey man, you need to switch careers. Like you being a rapper is really just not realistic. Just being honest.
Yeah.
But
I think it also takes like that honest truth for some people, because as hard as it is to hear in the moment, I think like you get someone that you truly trust and they're like, okay, like I think you might want to like step aside almost.
yeah,
It's like a good thing, but it's also a bad thing because like being that person telling them the truth, it's hard to like tell them straight up like, okay, I think like it's not really working out, like maybe consider something else. But at the same time, like it could ultimately help them kind of think about it. Like maybe they take that and they get a lot better. And it's like, okay, well, you're not the full reason that they like they tried to like get better and everything, but you kind of played a part in that. So it just depends on how you kind of take that hard truth.
yeah. Because even when I first started rapping, like probably sophomore year when I was here, like I knew that I had a little bit of, you know, interest towards it and that I was okay. But, you know, it's like to the 10,000 hour rule. Like, you just got to keep investing little by little time. It'll equate up to 10,000 hours, but I don't feel like I'm nowhere near the best that I can be yet. It's just, I always am, even though I said what I just said, I'm very humble. Like, I know that I'm good at multiple facets of life, but I don't go around being like, oh, I'm the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you have to be able to share your light even when you're the one that's in the limelight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people, like, you kind of have to be humble with everything you do. Like, I get, it depends on, like, the circumstance, obviously, because I'm not the most humble when I play baseball. But, like, in life, I'd like to think I'm a little more humble just because, like, there's people that are doing things that I'm doing right now, but they're having a lot more success. Like, I enjoy this whole podcast thing, but, like, I'm not getting the same amount of viewers as, like, all these big name podcasters.
Yeah.
Like, they're really establishing themselves, so I can't really, like, consider myself like a really good podcaster yet. It's just all about that grind and working every day to put out content that you like, and it's like, I enjoy grinding for everything.
Yeah.
Like, especially social media, sports, like, it motivates me every day when I can see what I'm doing and then start building every single day. And that's the best thing in life so far.
Yeah, when you fall in love with the process, that's when the real love for not even just whatever you're doing, but that's when you really find the love for the thing. Is like the grind. If you don't fall in love with the grind, then one, your idea will never work, but two, it's just like the grind that's the meat and bones of it. Like, that's the embodiment of where everyone else is. That's all it is, the grind.
Yeah, you have to love, like, failing at the same time. Like, you're gonna fail a lot in life, but, like, that one idea that you have that actually is successful, you just build off that. And you're not gonna always have a successful idea every single time. You're gonna fail a lot, and it plays in so many different aspects of life. And I think the more you learn from the times that you fail, the better off you'll be in, like, your future.
Yeah. It's all about putting the time in now, so then it's like later on, whether you become successful or you're just in a different space than where you were when you first started, you just remember those little days and just the times when you really just grinded.
So I think, I mean, I have one final question for you, and then we can kind of talk about whatever else you want. So I love ending, like, going towards the end of the podcast with this question. So if you could tell your younger self one bit of advice, what would you tell him?
I would tell myself something I seen recently. I would tell myself, don't focus on what's on other people's plates and on what's on other people's papers. Just focus on what I have that's in front of me and use that to my advantage. I feel like that's something that even still is relevant today. Like, a lot of people look at what other people are doing and not about, like, okay, if I can maximize what I have right now to get me to the next level, like, I could do that. So, and it's just like being relatable, because it's like, we're all blessed with the same 24 hours in a day. It's all about what you do with them 24 hours. Either you're going to invest 1% into something, or you're going to invest 0% into nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, I definitely think it's good to have someone to almost look up to, and, like, especially in, like, your specific field, you're kind of looking up to that person, but nobody's path is the same to getting there. Like, some people are going to have it easier than others. Like, you can do similar stuff to what they're doing, but at the same time, like, it's what they did got them there, and you might have to do something completely different to get where you want to be.
Yeah.
You just kind of have to make that decision at some point and just, like, learn from it. Like, it's like, I always said it, like, it is great when you're looking up to people. Like, I look up to, obviously, pro baseball pitchers when I go out on the mound and everything, but I'm not them. I'm not throwing 100 miles an hour. So I'm not really I can't really go out there and, like, do their kind of game plan, because it's just not going to work.
Yeah. You got to put your own twist on it and free Trevor Bauer.
For real. I love that. That's great. So, you have any questions for me?
So what was that experience like? Like from just the competitiveness to like the skill level and what you were playing with the people that you were playing with last summer.
So I think it was very competitive. I mean, obviously in every league you're gonna have those teams that aren't the best, but I think for the most part, like you were challenged differently in every aspect. So we would play multiple different teams, and then sometimes like a lot of the teams we play multiple times. So like one time they would come in like with a really aggressive game plan, and sometimes they would switch it. So what I really enjoyed how competitive it was, because it got to the point where towards the end of the season, like we were playing the same team. They were kind of like at our skill level and everything, and they were making me mad by the amount that they were bunting. Like there was one game where I don't think they had maybe one hard hit ball, and they started bunting so much, and it's like, all right, like that's more frustrating for me. Like I'd rather give up a home run than have someone bunt.
Yeah.
Like it's just like the nature of it. But overall, like the competitiveness down there was great. Playing with all the guys I got to play with was an amazing experience. Like you're playing with guys from all over the U.S. and it was just getting to know them. Like you have such a short time to kind of bond with them, but at the same time, like I consider all of them my brothers. Like some came from Cali, some came from like everywhere throughout the U.S. So we kind of just bonded over baseball. So you kind of got to know them at a deeper level outside of just all the games and the practices and everything like that. But like the travel down there was great, and just getting to play at multiple different like places where I've never been. Like we got to play at a minor league stadium in Georgia. That was great. Like I played in minor league stadiums, but I've never played in that one. So facing a new team, being on a new team and playing in that stadium made it so many. Like it made more memories for me that I'm gonna remember the rest of my life. But overall, I would say I'm definitely glad I went down there because of how much fun I had in the process of it. Because like I'm not even gonna lie, like I was a little worried about going down there. I was like, okay, well, what if I don't play? What if I'm just sitting there the whole time? Like if I don't like my teammates, everything like that. I played a lot. I loved my team. We made so many different memories, and it's just one of the things that I'm grateful that I got the opportunity to do. And I mean, if I could do it all over again, I'd 100% do it again. Like it was just a very interesting experience. Like you're in a whole new place. Like you're facing new people that you wouldn't face.
Yeah. It's not like you're facing MAC competition all the time down there. You're facing different people from different states and different areas and different walks of life.
Like there was a team that was, their whole starting nine was D1 kids. So like getting to face that was very good. But then like not every team was as high of caliber. Like you had like the good players on some teams like sprinkled in, but then you had like those teams that were really good, and like it's like, all right, well now we have a lot more work to do to kind of win against them. So it was just different by the game. Like we played pretty much every day. So I think we ended up putting in like, I think we had over 40 games that year.
That's good.
Because I think I ended up with around like 70 innings. And I was pitching like every fifth day. So to go down there and get my reps and like just live out, like playing down there it was a great experience.
That sounds tough. You pitch every fifth day, but you got 70 innings. So it's not like you got like 15 innings combined. Like some people, like you ever watch the pros and they'll be like, oh, this person is 3-1 and they have like a combined like 15 innings. Like no, you had 70 in 3 months.
Yeah. And then like I also look at it as, so I had 70 over the summer, and then I pitched 30 plus here in the spring, and then all like the prep in the fall and the winter. So I was probably pushing like 150 plus innings just within 8 months. Like, and I mean, that's easy for like the pros. Like they're doing that all season. They're probably getting like 200 innings. So it's just like, it's a whole different grind doing that type of stuff.
No, I dig it. I dig it.
And I never would have expected to throw 70 innings down there. Like, I was just trying to get on the field as fast as I could. I think the first practice I threw, and then I was a reliever the next day in a game. And then after that relief appearance, I had one more, and then I was put into the starting rotation, and then I just started the rest of the summer. So that was my main goal, was to try to just utilize those opportunities I was getting. And I think I did well with my opportunities. I could have done a little bit better, but I feel like I put a lot of effort into that, and it was a great outcome for me.
That's good. So, this season coming up in the spring, what are some of your goals that you want to achieve?
I think the big one coming up is I'm about to hit 100 career strikeouts. I think I have like 26 left, so I'm gonna hit that. I hope to hit that. I have been thinking about this a little bit. I wanna win like first team all conference, or like one of the teams of all conference. I think that's definitely a big goal. I do want to hit, like, I want to throw more innings than I have the other years, because like I've been sitting around like 30, upper 30s, 40s innings each year. I kind of want to get to that point where like I can hit like 50 in season here, because I did 70 in the summer there. That's 3 months. Season here is pretty much around the same, so I kind of want to just go out there every start and dominate. And I mean, obviously for the team, I want to make the playoffs, hopefully bring a championship for my last year. So I think those are probably the main goals right now. I think as a team right now, we're looking good. Like, I think we can definitely make the playoffs, and we have a great group of guys. So I think we're heading in the right direction. So it's just all about getting better than we were last year. Last year we were right around 500, which was a lot better than my freshman year, where we only won 9 games.
Yeah.
So I think we definitely have a great core group. I mean, we have 70 guys on the team right now. So, but as far as personal goals, yeah, just like winning, that type of stuff. And I want to be able to, every time I go out there, I want to be able to put my team in the position to win. Like, I don't want to give up so many runs that like we're battling from behind. Like, I want to go out there, give up like 1 to 2 runs, and like ensure that we have a fighting chance. But it's going to be an interesting season. I'm excited. I think we're going to do good. Like, I think I'll do good individually as well as the team as a whole. So I'm excited to see what happens in the next coming months.
I'm excited as well. I'll probably come back for a couple games. Let me know which ones. I'll come back. But yeah, I do miss watching Albright baseball. I think the best game that I've seen, hands down, had to be when you guys played Del Val and you guys came back.
That was that my freshman year? Yeah, I remember that game. We didn't really know what to expect. We had 26 guys, and I remember winning that game. I think that was our first win of the season.
That was a hell of a win.
Yeah.
That was a very good team effort to win that game.
I think that's where a lot of our games, like, I mean, my freshman year, 9 wins. Sophomore year was like 13 or 14. Last year, I think we ended up winning I think it was 20. So I definitely see the trend going up every single year. So hopefully we can continue that. But we've had a lot of very interesting games go on. And I think my favorite game each year is whenever we play Alvernia, because we usually take at least one game. So I want to this year. I want to at least win 2. I want to take the series from them, because it hasn't happened while I've been here. We've taken 1 almost every year. And that's always like the biggest goal, especially being like rivals and everything, to take 2 from them. And every year we're always kind of like looked down on. Like, we're always projected to be last place, but like we haven't been. I think the last 2 years we haven't been last place. So I think it's been great, and we've missed the playoffs by like a couple games the last 2 years.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, just they always look down on us, and somehow we're proving everyone wrong. And I definitely think it will continue this year, and we're going to surprise a lot of different people.
That's all you can do. My last question is, now that you are coming, everything's coming to close college wise. Do you feel like you've lived the full Albright experience?
I would say I've lived the majority of it. I think there's been some experiences that got more taken away as the years have went on. We've had less like resources. Like my freshman year, we had a baseball house, so we kind of all got like closer as a team being in there. And after our freshman year, it got taken away. But I think for the most part, I have lived the Albright experience. I think I've enjoyed my time here enough. Obviously, I'm really excited to graduate, but I think I've definitely gotten to do a lot of things that I wanted to do, as well as things that I never thought I would do, as well as making so many friends and connections that I'll carry the rest of my life. So I would definitely say, yeah, I have lived that full experience.
Okay. That's all I got. And that's great to hear, though, because, you know, you don't know how many people, like, I know that went to school here, and they say they've lived, like, the full Albright experience, but they just, like, hated it here. So it's like, hey, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's always a good thing. Like, we're not put in the best situations all the time, but I think just taking that negative stuff and turning it into a positive is what is really going to make your experience a lot better.
Yeah.
And that's just with everything in life. Like when you can kind of flip that switch and take something that's actually like bad that's happening and kind of think of it on a positive side, that's going to make life more enjoyable. That's just going to make everything better overall.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of people need to learn, especially early on. Like some people are going to say, oh yeah, I hate it here. Well, think about it really, like what are you doing?
Yeah. Like what are you doing that like spend your valuable time here? Or like how are you making every single moment that you create, you know, valuable to your overall Albright experience? But at least y'all got the library. I ain't get that.
I still haven't had it.
Look, I drove by it. I was like, yo, they really actually made it.
I'm curious to see how long it takes
For them to fully finish it?
Yeah, like I think the seniors, my freshman year, they were like, oh yeah, we were promised it by like our freshman year. They didn't have it at all. The last two classes haven't had it. This is the first year that I've seen them actually working on it. So, I mean, I'm excited for obviously the incoming kids for the next couple of years. I don't know if I'll get to experience that while being here, but at least it's a positive sign that they are working on it and the future students will be able to use it.
Yeah.
I guess that's good.
Yeah. Albright is making a turnaround. So
especially with sports too, all the teams are getting a lot better. Like we're becoming a lot. I feel like people are starting to look down on us less.
yeah,
And I think that's a great sign to have.
it is because it's like I don't know. It's like you go to a school where everybody just looks at y'all as, oh, you guys are okay at some sports and some sports you guys are horrible. But it's like, you know, we're all athletes. We're all put in situations that, you know, all athletes are put in, and we're just trying to make the best of our situations. So,
Yeah, you're never going to go to a school where every single one of their sports team is great.
yeah,
Like we have our core sports that are really good, and then the sports that aren't quite there yet, they're trending in the right direction.
yeah,
So I definitely see a lot of improvement around here, and I'm excited to see within the next couple of years what like the athletics do as well as the whole school. So it'll definitely be fun to watch over the next couple of years.
I believe it.
But I want to thank you for coming on, man. This was
problem.
great. Part
Thank
2
you for
is
having
great.
me again. I appreciate it every time.
You're always welcome to come on. Like our conversations are very good. So I mean, coming on anytime. We have part 3, part 4. We have so many different parts.
Part 3, we're going to try and get Hooters. We have to try and get Hooters for part 3. We have to.
If anyone from Hooters in, where is it, King of Prussia?
Yes, if you are watching this and you live in King of Prussia, you know somebody that works at Hooters, you know somebody that has some stock in Hooters, tell them that we're trying to record there, and we trying to get sponsored.
part 3 is coming in Hooters. I'm gonna make sure it happens. But yeah, again, thank you so much for coming. This was great to sit down with you again, and this is definitely not gonna be the last time you're on here.
Definitely not the last time. And I always like coming on here just to check in and make sure that everything's going well, and now I'm adding to something valuable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But for everyone that's watching, make sure you go follow Snacks on Instagram, TikTok, everything. He's got some big plans in the future, as we discussed today. I'm excited to see everything that happens. He's got some great ideas, and good luck with everything in your future.
Thank you. Same to you as well.
Thank you, man.